Hello once again to Timber and Stone. We're going to be starting this episode a little different than normal. Instead of having a peaceful start, it seems like... Well, we finished last episode with a necromancer attacking it. He's back. And these guys just never know when to quit. You can see I moved Lucky back over to this edge of the dock. Seems like a common place they want to come up to. And hopefully we can deal with this without losing another person. I have high hopes because Lucky can pick them off at range. The problem, of course, being that the necromancer down here is out of range. And you may want to start building some ballista along the docks just to try and take care of the necromancer. Now, I think the last time we did that on the very first season, it wasn't really affecting him that much. But if he's standing still, it might be easier to aim in something to maybe consider as we move forward through the gameplay. And you guys might like to see a ballista or two take out a few skeletons in a single shot. It's pretty cool looking. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to watch for a little bit here as Lucky starts to engage these three skeletons. Now, I am also preparing some additional road work right now for the building that we're going to be making this episode. Okay, so Lucky's in trouble here. Now, the necromancer rezzed that skeleton that he previously killed. So we're going to pull Lucky back at this point. I did preemptively make everyone into the militia, so we're good on that front. And what I want to do is probably start to engage this problem. An issue that we're going to have is simply that the infantry is on the other side of town. So we're going to get Lucky to retreat a little ways. Spaghetti Hoops, I know you're brave and awesome and powerful. However, it might not be a good idea for you to engage just yet. We're going to try to get and make sure all of our people are grouped up enough. Hold on. Wow, okay. Emilio, our builder, just finished off that first skeleton there. Okay, Lucky will probably, hopefully take some pot shots here. There we go. And we'll kite a little bit as the rest of the infantry slowly arrive. We should be able to maintain some good combat here. The militia is powerful, though we do want to for sure start training some more proper permanent army. And that's hopefully going to be the goal as we progress forward and increase our population. We're up to 29. We're also going to be naming a few people today. I believe some names need to be had. I think Lucky is going to go pick up some more arrows. Yes, he is, which is good. He's going to need some to help take out this necromancer, because really, when the necromancer is in the water like that, there's not much our army can really do about it. They can't swim and do combat, and Lucky's kind of the only line of defense that we have at this state. Now, it's going to be good because he's going to get a decent amount of XP by himself, because he can actually just keep these skeletons at bay for a little while. But if that necromancer keeps rezzing them and they don't really want to fully engage, that's just going to be a lot of time. As you can see, the necromancer is just bringing them back. Hopefully, I mean, Lucky's getting some really good XP actually. Wow, that is pretty good. Alright, well, we might have to leave them alone for a little while. Let them actually build up and start coming along the shore, because we had to kill that necromancer, else that's never really going to end. But what I did off camera a little bit, this is the foundational shape that we're going to be going for this episode. And today's episode, we will be building the Tailor's house. And the tailor, of course, a more white collar job than the production, let's say like blacksmith or stonemason or carpenter, and that's kind of going to be on the left side. As you guys can see, we do have, you know, the blacksmith, and this is what we built last episode. It turned out really well. In fact, I'm quite proud of his little workshop back here and his little home on the upper floor. It's quite quaint, you could say, you know? It's got a little bit of room up there. And it's thatch, and mixing up the different roof colors as you move along is a thing you want to try and do. Okay, so that skeleton is kind of dancing and skirting along the edge of the town. We just have to keep an eye on that. Alright, let's go ahead. Construction, walls, we're gonna put down the great stone foundation. Now, I know this is technically invisible because the walls are going on top of this, but this is more for my sanity and to mark out what we're doing here. So, the flooring of this building, what I want to do is actually have a 2-story section and a 1-story section. And I'm thinking, let's see, do I want the big square to be the 2-story and then this element to be the single story? I think that would be pretty cool to do, and we might be able to wrap the actual kind of upper area across and connect it back here, and then maybe wrap that back around to the front to match the other side. Yeah, okay. So this here will be the single story. This is going to be the main kind of, let's find great stone, there we go. This is going to be the workshop area, and this will be a 2-story kind of living area over time, and we'll use, what kind of flooring? Let's do timber planks for the actual shop, the tailor shop itself, and we'll use, you know, we'll use flat stone for his home because it's a little bit of a higher class structure. We can also mix up the foundation as well. Let's see what our people do here. Okay, so wow, 26. That's pretty good for. All right, so good. Militia's doing okay. It's going to be a slow-going process until that necromancer can just be in range. Though it is now. Tell you what, we're gonna mark all these things as charged, and that's going to bring the militia back over to the docks. We'll even mark the necromancer and the other skeleton. And to finish off our little excursion here, we'll have to move. We could technically just XP farm off of this, really, if we wanted to, but we need to keep people returning to their work over time. So we're going to have to bring Lucky back over again to deal with the ones in the water itself. So the necromancer will just keep summoning that thing, and we'll just keep killing it. Really, there's no downside to that. There we go. They're coming up upon shore now. And Lucky will hopefully get in range here in a second. Alright, and they're even spawning behind us, so we don't want to get completely turned around here. And I also don't want Lucky to be shooting that direction. I'd rather him be shooting the other way. Sandrin is getting a little low. Everyone else is kind of fine. Where's the rest of the militia? Back there? Oh, come on, Lucky. You can't miss those point blank shots. See, that's the issue. Some more skeletons making their surface here. And we have this kind of on lockdown at this point. Lucky will go get more arrows. And then we'll move him back to the dock's edge here. As our people kind of rotate around, essentially, to these different areas. We'll see if we can't get Lucky to start shooting at that necromancer. I hope we can. Yeah, we can. Okay, Lucky. Take some shots. Okay, there. First hit on the necromancer. That's gonna go well. it should be about 2 more swings from Lucky here. There we go. So Lucky, level 12 archer. He is useful, for sure. It is just a little hard to use an archer in Timber and Stone over time. But I think that's about 10 minutes here at the beginning. Let's go ahead and finish off the day 63 by naming a few people in the town. I do have some more name suggestions to go through. Let's first make everyone back into their standard item. Here we go. Alright, now first name of a person. John Fernstrom. We need a new infantryman. Now I can't remember if Joffrey is a custom name. I'm checking my list right now. It does not look like it. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I name over someone, do let me know in the comments because I'm gonna forget sometimes. But we're gonna rename Joffrey here to John Fernstrom. Okay, confirm. There we go. And we also have another infantryman wanting to be named. And we have Ace here, but that's not the person I'm thinking of. We do have Sandrin. Sandrin, we're going to rename Cesar. Now, Cesar here wanted to be specifically a sword infantryman. Now, I prefer the pike. The pike has the longer range and it does attack faster. But the nice thing about the sword ones is it's lighter. So you can actually carry heavier armor with those ones. So Cesar, you're going to be that. And we're going to maintain a sword for you. And start production on a proper sword here. So we don't have a level 16 blacksmith. I think our blacksmith is level 9. So we'll start maintaining 2 Gladius. And it does 18 damage, which is about a little bit more for sure. We need to start also maintaining the Volge as soon as possible, and the Glaive, and you know, all this wonderful stuff. Hopefully we can get to the broadsword soon enough. And I also want to start maintaining some heavier armor as we go forward here. So let's get some chainmail as well, and maybe some sabatons. Can we do the kite shield? We can, so we'll start maintaining kite shields, and that'll increase everyone's block chance by about 5% more. Alright, so that's all the managing we're going to do here at the beginning of the episode. We're going to go ahead and kick it into the speed build section, construct today's building, and then wind down near the end. Alright, so I hope everyone enjoyed today's speed build section and also are enjoying the first part of the episode. Now, we're going to be moving on. We have basically completed the Tailor's house. I'm really low on thatch currently, so we can't quite finish the roof, but it's to a stage where I can show you guys the interior, the overall design, and also finish the episode with some additional goblin combat, and hopefully I think we also need to name someone as well. What we have here to the left of one of the just double-decker homes is the Tailor's hut, and we are using a first floor kind of section and then attach that to kind of a nice plus sign shaped roof design for the home edition. And we can decorate maybe a field next to it or something like that to portray possibly clotheslines or some leather producing facility, just so that we can sell this as a more production area. But because right now, in my opinion, it's looking a little bit more like a home than it should. But at this point, you know, we're pretty much out of thatch, so I can't quite finish the additional attachment here, but that does allow us to peer inside rather quickly. The first floor attachment is the actual workshop area and storefront area. We have a nice kind of desk here for, you know, laying out fabric and working on it on a actual table. We have bookcases, maybe for some recipes, dressers to store fabric and miscellaneous goods. We have the cool tanning rack and loom in the back there. Miscellaneous crates, of course, are used by the tailor to store threads, things like that. But beyond that, we have his home. And the home is, we'll just peel back the walls rather than going inside. Nice, simple, clean upstairs. This is just the bedroom area and some minor storage, bookcases, things like that, and also a door leading to the upper deck kind of pathway system that we have established so far. And then a nice partially curved staircase downwards to the lower first floor. And this is the kind of the eating area. Fireplace with a stone bench, and we have some under the stairs storage as well. So, you know, it does provide us with a whole lot of utility and versatility in terms of having a shop attached. We have a staircase attached to the backside here, and that's just an access point, an additional one up to the upper deck. You know, having just one or two creates choke points, and that's something we want to try and avoid if we want this upper area to be useful in the long term and to look cool as well. So I think that's going to be the tailoring shop for now. I'll go ahead and finish up just the roof off camera. It's no real big deal at this point. Let's see. The militia has formed, it seems, and we can start charging goblins and taking care of the countryside, hopefully. Looks like there's going to be two here. And I think also, if we look around a little bit here, you can see we have quite a lot of people. John, Franstrom, Cesar. We get Joanna. I think Joanna's a new infantry. See, I'm already starting to forget people's names. Joanna. What are you? And it looks like you're actually not a named person, which is great because I was looking to name one last infantryman here. So we need Leonhardt, right? Leonhardt, Yukikaze. Oh, barely long enough to fit in there. So Leonhardt Yukikaze is courageous, which matches the Leonhardt kind of thing, and charismatic. So there we go. Polearm, you know, very standard kind of equipment that we have going here. And that brings our permanent kind of infantry count to, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 total, which is great. I'm just double checking to make sure I didn't overwrite someone's name. Okay, good. Other than that, I believe we have a fisherman to name. So let's scroll down here. Misia. Here we go. A new fisherman has joined the town, and we will name you Zeus Hayes. Confirm. So welcome to the town, Zeus. And at this point, we're 99% caught up with the names. The only last one is Mary, which is going to be our herder, but we don't have a barn or anything yet, so I'm kind of holding off on that one. Beyond that, everyone has and should have a name. If I missed anyone, do let me know on this video, because I can't go back and look at all the comments. It's a little time consuming, so do just, leave a comment here if I missed you, or if you want to be added into the town if you haven't been already. So let's go ahead and just deal with these goblins real quick. So we have charge active. The militia taking arms here. It looks like there's going to be a third goblin kind of on the road, which is great because goblins... Oh, wow, we got a fourth, too. Alright, so it's going to be a hail of arrows coming at us. It's going to be a little tough just because, we are in a large group of people, and if they shoot at us, generally they're going to hit us, basically, at this point, and that's kind of guaranteed damage as we approach. So, we might end up actually losing someone here just due to the sheer number of arrows. Alright, now, we have a second. Angry Mage is probably going to take this one, but it looks like the front line is pretty much holding up really well here. Let's just verify that's the last visible goblin for now. Boom. Crushed. We have Winston, Ates, Leonard. I think the front line's actually very safe right now. Not many people took a lot of damage. Oh, fishing cat. You know what? I'm going to go ahead, pull you back, make you back into a fisherman. Hold on, stop. What are we engaging over here? Purple Giraffe is finding a lone goblin that's kind of snuck his way into the construction site, which ain't great for us, but we'll go ahead, send the militia in, clear out. Luckily, it's missed 3 total shots, and that's going to buy us enough time here to clear out the hostile threat. So, let's just quickly save, and I think we're going to be pretty much safe for the end of this episode. So, if you guys enjoyed Timber and Stone, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment down below if you have any building ideas, suggestions for layouts, professions that we should be building next. We have the Tailor and Blacksmith done. Go ahead and check out my other videos for more creative goodness such as this. And until then, I will see you guys in the next episode.